Hello friends, greetings from Iceland. It's not from the volcano, it's not from La Palma, it's from my home. I am reporting, and the subject of this video will be the Russian invasion of Ukraine, the ongoing war, what is happening right now in Ukraine. I was born in Ukraine, and for 16 years I had been living here in Iceland. I'm Icelandic citizen, but I also have Ukrainian passport. I never gave up on it, and it's very painful experience for me from the day number one when this happened in the night when Russian troops crossed the borders and started moving towards Kyiv from the north. They started moving from the south, and now they occupied a larger part of Kherson region in the south, north of Crimea, and they also started moving from the east, from Kharkiv, and people are. I have been to that city of Kharkiv, and I have been to Kyiv, of course, many times, and people, residents of those cities, are defending their homes along with the Ukrainian army, which showed incredible bravehood in those days now, and they are doing incredible heroic deeds, fighting against one of the most powerful armies in the world to save Ukraine. I really hope that Ukraine will survive as a country, and I do pray to God for that. And what we can do, we can pray and fast wherever you are. If you live in America, UK, Poland, wherever, we can sacrifice a little bit of our sales for the sake of some people who are suffering right now in Ukraine. Fasting, when combined with prayer, is very powerful. It's proven in history, and we might lose 1 or 2 kilos, but it will be your small sacrifice for the people of Ukraine. Along with prayer, I hope, I'm sure God hears the prayers, and I hope He will answer them too, and the situation will change. It's very sad what is happening. I am just into this every day now, thinking about this, and I humbly request every one of you to resort to prayer if you can, if you believe. If you don't believe, you can do also many good things. If you live near Ukraine, perhaps you can help the people, refugees there, or perhaps you can find some ways to support Ukrainian army, to support Ukrainian people in Ukraine, and to stop this war, and or address your government, address authorities in your country, put Ukrainian flag on your Facebook page. Those all small things, they do matter in the end, and we have to use every possible means what we have to stop this. Sanctions are a very good way to stop Putin, because all this suffering is because of madness of one man, and this is very sad. And you see how much evil can be done just through one person. But also remember that lots of good can be done through just only one person, and it can be you, and you can do a lot. So let's pray together, humbly request God to stop the Russian troops so that it would withdraw, so that He would enlighten Putin, so that his mind would come to senses and he would withdraw the army from Ukraine. And let's pray for Ukrainian army, so that God would protect every Ukrainian soldier from evil, from unexpected death, from the bullets. Let's pray to God for every Ukrainian soldier to protect Ukrainian army, so that they could save Ukraine, and so that Russia would finally withdraw, seeing this resistance, so that they would stop and withdraw, and Ukraine would survive as a country and as a people. I really hope this will be case. And I wish you all the best. Be well. Don't take the appropriate amount of news, war news, because many people are very sensitive and it can cause panic in them, or it can affect life. So do your things, what you have to do in life. Do your readings, go to work, but let's also remember about the suffering of other people now in Ukraine. Because life can change overnight. You see, this is what happened in Ukraine. One night we can wake up and everything can be very different around us. And this is what happened in Ukraine. Who would expect this? So I knew there was a big threat. I believe European politicians were naive. They tried to talk to Putin. He does not understand the language of diplomacy. He only understands the language of power, unfortunately. But I do not blame European politicians. I hope they will come to their senses and realize that this Putin needs to be stopped immediately, as soon as possible, using every possible means, because if he's not stop it now, he can do much more evil, and we have to prevent this. May God bless you all, be with you, be well, and pray and fast when you can. Just one day of fasting. You can refuse on food on one day. It won't do much harm to you, but it will help many people. But of course, with prayer, with addressing God, in prayer along with fasting. That's what I address to people who believe. And if you don't believe, you can find perhaps some other ways to help Ukrainian people, to help the suffering, depending where you are. Perhaps small financial help, I don't know. You can find some ways. Support on social media, do some work on social media. Perhaps address your government, go to protest against the Russian embassy, and all those small things, as I told, they do matter. I wish you all the best. Be well. God bless you all.